Ladies and gentlemen, John Byler, Connecticut Chapter of Oath Keepers. Give him a hand. I've been asked quite a few times over the past few days why I'm doing this. Why did I organize a rally for gun owners during such a sensitive time? This is a sensitive time in Connecticut. You're right. Since a horrific incident at Sandy Hook Elementary School, don't you think this is a little insensitive? No. I don't either, but they keep asking. It's quite the contrary. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing this because it's something I'm passionate about. I, like many of you, grew up around guns. I was taught at a young age gun safety and responsibility. Growing up, that's something you don't forget. You only learn more about it. It becomes part of your life. And along with growing up and you learn respect for people, respect each other, with training and practice, you gain this powerful ability to defend yourself should the need arise, but also ability to defend your family and your loved ones. As responsible gun owners, we practice, we train, we keep up with the laws and follow them to the T. But there's certain things and scenarios that run through your mind all the time. It's the what if. What if someone were to break into my home? What if someone were to rob the store I'm in? What if I walk in on a robbery? These are the things we hope never happen, but keep provisions for just in case. With our Second Amendment rights restricted more and more all the time, and with all these gun-free zones, how are we to protect ourselves and our loved ones? How are we to protect each other? I know I speak for more than just myself when I say yes, I would help save a life. Yes, I would do everything in my power to save our fellow man from becoming a victim. Yes, I would use my weapon when someone is looking to cause serious bodily harm or death to another human being and stop them dead in their tracks. So I say to you, Mr. President, I say to you, our legislators, stop infringing on our Second Amendment rights. Stop any further legislation. Let us be the red-blooded Americans our forefathers knew we were, and we currently are. That's it from me, but I would like to introduce Beth Cheney. She's an Brooke Cheney, my bad. She's an NRA instructor, she's a competition shooter, and she's a mom. Let's give her a hand.
This sign is compliments of my mother, who does not carry a gun. Hello, my name is Brooke Cheney. I'm a mom of a 5- and 6-year-old. I am heartbroken by the tragedy in Newtown. The first week after the shootings, I could barely look at my children without crying. I was both overjoyed that they were okay, and at the same time, so upset that there are parents out there who would never have another day with their children. I couldn't imagine what those parents were going through. I did my best to stay away from the news. Unfortunately, when I did hear the news, it was mainly about guns. It was not how to help these families in Newtown heal. It was not about how to help our troubled youth in America. It was not about mental health issues. It was about taking guns away from law-abiding citizens, or worse yet, creating new laws to make law-abiding citizens into criminals. Where was the compassion from the media? Where was the concern for the families? Oh, sorry. I needed bigger font, I guess. Where were the helping hands? Where was the focus on rebuilding the community that had just been rocked to the core? Where was the respect for the families in mourning? The media and political groups were using this horrific tragedy to grab guns, and not from criminals. On the death of small, innocent children, folks want to make rash, emotional decisions regarding my liberty. while the families of Newtown were having to do the horrific task of planning funerals for their children. The anti-gun folks screamed at the top of their lungs, "No more guns," never taking into account that perhaps the only thing the parents in Newtown wanted to hear was, "There was a mistake. Your child didn't die in the attack." I know that is what I wanted to hear when I lost my baby sister to a car accident. I didn't say take all the 18-wheelers off the roads because she lost. I wanted to hear it was a mistake. I wanted to know I still had a baby sister. 4 years ago, I would have been a Joe Q. Public. I wouldn't see the big deal in limiting the amount of bullets that can be in a gun or taking away rifles. What's the big deal would have been my response. Now, I know from doing research on the subject that the big deal is it's a waste of the taxpayers' money because it has no effect on the lethality of a firearm, nor do laws keep rifles or any other firearm out of the hands of criminals. Actually looking into what prevents crime is something the anti-gun folks don't want to do. If you Google prevention of violent crime in the United States, you will not find a list of successful laws. What you will find is many articles that cite the same idea. Violent crime reduction requires an integrated, long-term approach that addresses the root cause and drivers in addition to traditional law enforcement and criminal justice. I would like us as a nation to come together and look at what really changes the rate of violent crime in our country. It bothers me that our politicians and media aren't looking into the studies. We've already spent millions of dollars on finding what prevents violent crime. All the data is there. Look to the FBI. Look to the Department of Justice. The statistics show what prevents crime. In 2006, the Department of Justice filed a report and made changes across the nation. 2007 through 2010, we saw an actual reduction in violent crime. I don't want to save just one life. I want to save as many lives as we can. Let's do more what has been proven to work, not just feel-good measures that haven't been proven to make any difference in violence across our country. United we stand, divided we fall. Let each one of us become an army of one. Do not let our legislators pass one more law in the name of preventing violence if it has not been proven to do so. Let us do the homework for them. Our government has done the studies for the last 2 decades. We have spent the millions of dollars. We have the studies. We have programs out there. Let's protect the programs that are making a difference. Let us raise our standards. Let us just not save one life. Let us save thousands. I say save thousands, not just one. Yeah.